Sorry about that. Welcome to the Hope Hotline. Talking to a new member of the crew.
Yep.
Who's visiting today. I just told him he's going to be bored stiff.
Oh my gosh. No, you're not. We are so entertaining.
I think that we're awesome.
I think we are amazing.
Toby, how old are you? No, just shout it out, baby. How old are you, Toby? Okay, you're 18 in 6 days. You're in a room full of women who are way older than you, except for your sister and Tootie, who is half your age. You're going to be bored stiff. That's all I'm going to tell you.
We'll see.
But welcome to the Hope Hotline. That's right, yay. Thank you for joining in this Friday. Some of you may be sitting in the pickup line for school.
Yeah. Sorry about
Have
that.
fun with that.
We will hopefully keep you from falling asleep.
That's true.
Because Vanessa just told us one of the times she was in the pickup line for school. Tell them what happened to you, Vanessa, when you were in the pickup line.
Well, I got there early, and I thought, I'm just going to close my eyes. And I did.
Another
and
bathroom
I
story, but this isn't the
fell
bathroom.
asleep. And it was the type of pickup line, like, there was no way of getting around me. So I stopped traffic, and everyone was, like, honking the horn.
Because you fell asleep.
Couldn't hear it, so someone had to walk up to my car, knock on my window, wake me up. I'm mortified. I called Jeff, and he's like, you do realize they think you're on drugs now.
Oh, yeah.
I was on a list somewhere, and that was the day I decided. Yeah, that was the day I decided I was going to homeschool.
Save yourself from embarrassment. Did you pull the kids the next day?
The following school year, but I made up
close.
my mind that day.
That was it.
And then Heather told you what she does
Life hack.
to
Put
keep.
an alarm on.
She put on when
Or she did.
Brenly, when her kids were in school, they're all homeschooled now, but except for Eli, but he's in his last year. But he's in collegiate school. You weren't smart enough to put an alarm on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not surprised by that either.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
I'm not surprised by that. Oh my gosh.
Oh
Okay,
man.
now that stuff that we have, that's for the last question.
Perfect.
Right?
I just had to organize
You just
it.
that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were doing.
And
Just want to
zooming
make sure.
in and all the good stuff. But yeah.
Making sure,
Thank you.
Happy Friday. I am I love my job, so I'm not really I don't look forward to like the weekends or anything like that because I'm like,
Kind of work on the weekends, too.
that's true.
Working.
I do work on the weekends.
You do.
But I'm just saying, I'm not one to be like, woohoo, it's
Yeah.
Friday or whatever.
Yeah.
Except for Friday nights. I do enjoy Friday nights. But but this Monday is a day off, 3-day weekend. And I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't had a day off in I don't know how long. So I'm flipping looking forward to it.
July 4th.
My house, not July. Oh, July 4th, I did.
Yes.
That's true.
Accept that.
I do accept that.
Okay.
July 4th, I absolutely
Yes.
took that holiday.
You did.
That was
And
so
I'm
much fun.
I know. And you loved every second of it.
It's
Every
been 8
minute.
weeks. I think you deserve one.
8 weeks.
I've had a day off before 8 weeks. It's just been several because
sure?
gearing up. Because gearing up for the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say really,
Like,
Heather
what's
and
your
Travis
idea
really.
of a day off? Because you might have a different perspective. I bet you are working on your days off.
I
In
do
some
a
way.
little bit, but I mean, like Heather's day off is today.
Yeah.
And Heather has worked
Right. She doesn't
several
count
times
either.
today.
I know. You guys are the same. You're both
But
terrible with that.
Travis does it too.
I know. I know. You guys are terrible.
Well, no, it's just there's a lot of stuff that
I know.
has
There
to
is.
get
No,
done,
there
and
is.
so-
You're right. You're right.
Sorry.
That's a sing-song sneeze.
Wow.
What was that?
That was a sing-song sneeze. That's what
your
that
laugh
Oh
is what
my-
I was asking.
What?
What was your laugh?
That was hysterical.
My laugh was hysterical.
There was no God
No,
bless
it was
you
like-
at all from any of us.
Guard. That was like a song.
I know.
It was. Oh my gosh, that was
Make an
hysterical.
album. It's just sneezes.
Oh, my word.
Oh, that was so funny.
That'll be something.
Man.
I
Yeah.
don't think I have anything to talk about,
Okay.
except for I'm very excited about the 3-day weekend. I don't even know what I'm going to do
I
on
was gonna
Monday,
ask.
but I'm doing nothing.
Okay. That's
I'm
good.
going to do another 4th of July.
Okay.
I'm just not going there.
Oh, okay.
No
They
fireworks.
are both perked up. Like,
Yeah, like-
do you guys want to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean,
Can I come this time?
yes.
Maybe we just might let you come.
Maybe.
If you're a good girl.
Yeah.
If Yous is a good girl, we might let you come. We might have to rent a room because then we save money on.
I did.
There's a trick.
They're doing a deal too for Labor Day weekend. We looked at it last night. Kylie was trying to convince me.
It's on.
I mean, I feel
What's
like
the
this
deal?
is confirmation.
This might be it.
What's the deal?
40% off a room.
Oh, wow.
Your face.
Well, you better go get that now. It might be
It's
gone.
late. No, it's all weekend. Labor Day weekend. I think you have to have 2 nights though, or something
it.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, that changes everything.
Totally worth it.
I'm not doing 2 nights.
Why not? What else do you have to do? Saturday and
Be home with my husband.
he can be there. Invite him along.
Are you kidding me?
Send your daughter.
Saturday night, and then you
And
wake
your-
up Sunday morning
your
and come to
friend-
church.
Yeah, he ain't doing
It's
that.
like,
He's not doing that.
Not
The
very
dog isn't
practical.
there.
Oh.
Not
Well,
gonna
I think they're
happen.
pet friendly. I'm sure.
My
Addie
dog's
would
not pet
love it.
friendly, or in some cases, not people friendly.
Yeah.
Okay,
True.
so
Okay,
not
facts.
gonna do it.
All right. Well,
That's not the scene for
so maybe,
Adamar.
maybe just a resting day. Maybe just a resting
Yeah,
day.
I just might just lounge in my own pool.
There you
That'll be
go.
like maybe number 5 I've ever been in my pool in
That's
20 years.
crazy. That is a normal thing in Florida. Nobody realizes that. Everybody gets pools and then nobody swims in them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
My kids did.
Yeah, yeah. Kids do.
That's
But
why
even
we got
then-
it though for my
Right.
kids.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
and their friends.
Right.
And we had people over after church on Sundays, every Sunday. And
That's true.
it could range from 10 to 40 people.
Can we go back to that?
No. I learned my
It's
lesson.
just an idea. You learned your lesson.
I learned my lesson. But Vanessa hasn't learned hers yet.
No, she hasn't.
Nope. I'm learning.
Yeah, slowly but surely, or not.
It's all, those are some of my most favorite and cherished times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I
I remember it like it was yesterday.
like you.
Aw.
Aw.
See?
Yeah, Talia was over.
with
Her
Miss
mom
Cookie.
and dad used to come. Her dad used to even come over. I mean, he come over after church, but he didn't go to church. He's such a great guy. I love her dad. Yeah, her mama used to come over, and all of them used to come over, and then go swimming, and it's a great time. It's very precious.
Yeah.
those times are very precious.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't want to go back, but I definitely
You
enjoyed them.
appreciated it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's something about that.
Yeah.
That's seed that's sown too. So there's something people
Absolutely.
should. I'm not saying I like my house is open to people. It's just different now, open.
Yeah.
But everybody should go through a season in time where you open your home to people and be willing to give of yourself in that way. Because really,
agree.
that you do a lot of discipling in those time frames.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's very, very, it's very precious. Like I'm just saying, like I'm not saying open your home to like boatloads of people, but I'm just saying maybe you have dinners. Like there's different families that I know of that they have dinner parties at their houses,
Right.
and because maybe somebody's knows how to cook or whatever, but they open their home up and then they have people over and then they break bread, and there's the table and eating together is there's something special about it. So
agree.
everybody should do that. I mean, if you're a gamer, if you like playing games and stuff like that, then that's what you do with people. Because if you can't cook, in some ways, I'm hooked up. In some ways, if you're not a person that cleans your house, it might be the best thing that you could possibly. And I'm not kidding you.
That is
It
true.
might be the best thing you
100%.
possibly do for yourself.
Yeah.
To force yourself to become a clean person, because your home is a representative of yourself. So make it be that you force yourself to take care of your home by inviting people in it. So, I mean, it's very important.
It is. I
Being
agree.
tidy is.
Heather commented, especially when the toilet backed up.
Oh my gosh.
At my house?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. During one of the times.
Age your bathroom back up.
Oh, many times it backed up. My septic system is only meant for 4 people.
So that was it.
And well, it's meant, my house is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. So it's really meant for more people than that, but only 4 people were using it. And then we went to about 50 to 60 people using it on a Sunday. So yeah, I told Vanessa, said, you better drain that septic system.
God,
It'll
I've got
come
them on
back talking
speed
to
dial.
you.
Speed dial.
Remember
I thought she was going to talk about my pig that she had to take care of. I thought
Oh.
that's what she was going to talk about because Heather lived at our house and took care of a rescue pig that we did. And
I have a
that's
picture of
something.
her.
You have a picture of my pig, when she was a baby or when she was big?
She was big.
Yeah,
might
I bet
be
you Heather has a picture of when she was a baby because Heather, I mean, I think I do somewhere, but yeah, that pig was Tom's baby. I didn't
I
even have a
heard.
dog. I had a pig before I had a dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Who would've
wasn't a big
thought?
fan.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Here she is when she was little.
Oh my gosh, Talia.
And the
Send,
caption is Tom's baby. Here's Tom's baby.
send that to Tracy. And it was Tom's baby. Tom used to do the same thing that Tara does. Lay down with the donkey. That's what Tom used to do. He would spoon the pig. And then they would bring the pig into the house secretly. And eat, like I even said to Heather when she was watching the pig, I was like, "Hey Heather, don't let her out unless like only during these times." And as soon as I left,
She was out.
Heather was letting the pig do whatever she wants. And then she was like, "Well, I bleach the floor. The pig is potty trained, okay? But I'm like a freak about that stuff." She's like, "I bleach the floor every night."
Oh my gosh.
Just so she could have the pig do whatever she wanted it to do. Yeah, Heather's as bad as Tom. But yeah, so I think that's about it. What are you doing over there?
Sending her the pictures.
Are you trying to upload it?
They're coming. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot?
Gotta get them on a Dropbox.
Oh, do you want to show the pig now?
Well, yeah, I think that's what you're going to do. Is that what you're going to do?
You
Because
wanna
I'm
I
like,
think they want to show 'em.
nobody,
I bet
no,
they wanna
nobody
see
knows what
them.
we're doing.
I bet they
Like
wanna.
I got nothing to say. So boring.
Oh my
that's
gosh,
the
hold on.
that's the pig
All right.
in the pool. Yes, I can't even
Okay.
believe you have that
This is the big
picture.
one?
Tom made me go out and
so
get
small.
this
I'm
child's
working on it. I'm
pool,
working on it.
this little baby pool for the pig to cool off. We had to that.
Okay. which
Okay,
one
so
first?
when you
Can I do this one first?
do that one
'Cause
first,
I got it ready. Okay. Perfect.
So that one was when it was, and that's in our garage. See how dirty my garage door and my wall are and everything? That's from the pig rubbing up against it. You want to talk about unhappy? That would be me. So we had to paint an L on the pig because we were told during the state forest, they hunt pigs.
Oh, wow.
And so during season, we would have to paint the pig with an L so that people wouldn't shoot it. They would realize that it was a pet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's Tom did that on a regular basis because she would rub it off.
Of course.
That was her.
Okay.
And her name was Miss Piggy. Shocker.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy.
So special.
And then she got bigger and it got hotter. And then I had to go out and buy a child's pool for the pig to lay in.
that is
And Tom
wild.
filled it up every day, cleaned it out every day. Like that pig was the most spoiled pig
That
you
is
ever met
crazy.
in your life.
I mean, I know he loves animals, but this is like another level right here.
Oh, he loves her. Or he loved her.
I
I still
know.
have her bed.
Oh my god.
And we got a futon bed and a futon cushion for the seat, the futon, what do you call those? Like a mattress or whatever.
Yeah, pad, mattress.
And she would sleep on that and she dug a hole with her snout and right in the middle of the futon. So there was no cushion. No, she lay right in between that thing. It's still
gosh.
in my garage.
That's
Obviously
crazy.
put away. And it's like, you can't really see it. But I'm like, can we ever get rid of that thing? He's like, no, I'm never getting rid of it. Because it reminds him of her.
Does it invoke joy? No, get rid of it.
Oh, he's happy.
He is.
He's not sad. No.
looking at that thing.
It doesn't bother him a bit. It would make him
okay.
sad
We're
if we got
different
rid of
people.
it. He talks about me being a person who can't throw things away.
Yeah,
He's full of it.
yeah.
I throw
I
things
believe it.
away left and right. I said to him, I'm like, why is all your precious things in the house and all my precious things in the attic? He
Yeah.
looked at me and he just smiled because
Yeah.
he knew
Yeah.
I got the raw end of the deal. I finally realized, why is all his stuff in the office closet? Super big closet. I'm like, why is that? And why is all my stuff in the attic? Came out and asked him one day, and he just smiled like, I can't even believe you caught on to that. It took you a long time. We've been in the house for 20 years. I just asked that this year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, okay.
we'll be having more. We'll be sharing more about animals shortly.
Yes, we will.
Are you hot?
No.
Or is it me?
I am hot.
You are
Just
hot?
kidding. No,
You're not?
I meant the other way.
Oh. I don't get hot flashes. Are you any of you
Do you
hot?
have your fan on?
I'm not like burning up or anything.
It hasn't been like running, so it's just.
Oh, you know
probably
what?
not.
All of you are in short sleeves and I'm in a jacket.
Yes.
That's the reason why. All right, whatevs.
Okay.
Now that we've wasted all of your time. See, Toby, didn't I tell you it's boring? He's playing his phone over there.
Of course
He's
he is.
playing a game on his phone because you know why? Sarah's wrong. He's bored and I don't blame him. Go ahead, Tracy.
Wow. Well, I think we're having a great time. So I'm glad you guys are all here, especially if you're on Facebook. You can hop over to Rumble. If you are on YouTube, you can hop over to Rumble. If you're on Rumble, you can stay. And then we got Black Robe, and it's a little quiet over there. So good. We want you on Rumble. So jump over to Rumble. If you're watching the replay, you can comment. Let us know that you're watching the replay later on today or tomorrow. So we've got all these options available for you. But as you know, Rumble's our favorite spot to be. We have our live chat going. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments. Or, of course, you can send them in, and we'll get to that slide in a second. But before we do, we have our audio podcast that is available later on today. So you can head over there, too, if you can't watch or whatever. If you want to download one of the podcasts, you can do that, too. We got a lot of people that do that. So next is where you can send in your questions. So we always love hearing from you guys. Obviously, that's what's keeping this podcast going is your questions. So ask Hope at hopehotline.com. You can send in any question that is on your heart. Again, sometimes you're like asking your friends like questions about certain things. And if you're kind of getting to a place where you're getting like a block or you're not like doesn't satisfy, the answer doesn't satisfy, send it in and see what we have to say about it. Obviously, Hope will answer and the Peanut Gallery will give their 2 cents. So do that. We've got, we're on Instagram. We're also on TikTok. So if you want to head over there, we've got some stuff on TikTok. Obviously, we're on Facebook and all the other social medias. But make sure you're following us so you can keep in touch with all the things going on, anything new and exciting happening, anything different that we're going to be doing to look forward to. Head over to our social media. You can buy our merch. We've got our UBU shirt, our hat, our mug, and our spoon, all available at foundationchurchfl.com. Just click shop. And you will find all of the merch available there. We also have all of the TLP and all of the Foundation Church merch available. And that's it today, Hope. We're done. Done and done. Easy
Easy
peasy.
breezy.
Yeah.
Great minds. So we're going to go straight into our first question. None of the questions are bad or hard. They're actually really awesome today. I sometimes, not that I think some are more fun than the other. Some of them are very deep and then they take a lot of brain power. I don't mind those, but I sure do like it when like my brain cells don't have to work too hard.
Right. And I know some of this takes a long time for you to get the answers that you're content with.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes it takes hours upon hours.
Right.
And then all these were like
yeah.
popping like popcorn. Pretty easy.
Perfect.
I love it. They're very interesting. Last week you mentioned we wouldn't be married in heaven. What do you think the husband-wife relationship will look like in heaven? Brother and sisters in Christ? Question mark. Exclamation point. Exclamation point. Question mark.
I'm glad you added that.
It's good to know. So we're going to look at scripture, which is Matthew 28 through 30, which says, therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife, I was about to say, that doesn't make sense, but I copied and pasted. So it's definitely, I didn't make a grammatical error. Therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife of the 7 will she be, for they all had her. This is about when the Pharisees came to Jesus and kind of gave an example of a woman who had married, because back in biblical times, if your spouse died and you had no children, you married the brother of the person that died, if there was a brother, and then so that name could continue on. Well, in this case, what the Pharisees are asking Jesus is, so there's this woman whose husband passed away. He had 7 brothers. Each brother passed away, and before she could ever have a child by the brother. So they're saying, well, who in heaven, who's she going to be married to? Because she married all 7 of the brothers. And Jesus answered and said to them, you are mistaken, not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of God. For in the resurrection, they neither marry or given in marriage, but are like angels of God in heaven. So we're going to look at Luke because it tells us what being like an angel is. Luke 20:26 says, nor can they die anymore, for they are equal to the angels and are sons of God, being sons of the resurrection. So if you look at that scripture and you study it out, like the angels means the resurrection order cannot be assumed to follow present earthly lines. In the new age, there will be no marriage, no procreation, that stinks,
Boring.
and no death. And no death.
Yeah.
And then that scripture, the Luke scripture, Luke 20:26, it leads you to Mark 12:25. So like if you're studying the Bible, a lot of times a scripture will reference another scripture, which will reference another scripture, and you just follow that little rabbit hole or that little rabbit trail, okay? Mark 12:25 says, in the resurrection, there will be a new order of existence brought about by, and it says in quotes, the power of God. And you can see what that means in 1 Corinthians 15:42-44, but we're not going to go there. Then it says, like the angels, when it references the scripture, it says, the basic characteristics of resurrection life will be fellowship with and service for God. That's like the angels, okay? So there will be no husband and wife. But you know what? I will tell you, so you won't be married. We'll all know each other. I believe we'll all know each other. I mean, people who have said that they've died and gone to heaven, like people that, we've all like read books and about people who have experienced, it felt like they died and experienced hell or died and we don't know them personally maybe, but we know about people that we would count as a reliable source. One being like I count Jesse Duplantis as a reliable source. Like I don't find that he would make that up when he talks about when he went to heaven, how he would make that up. He knew everybody. He didn't know everybody. Like there were families that he saw like having picnics together and stuff like that. He legitimately saw families that were families on earth that were families in heaven, and they were having picnics together, okay? He knew who Paul was. He saw Jesus. He saw other people there that he recognized from when he, from his time here on earth. So I believe that we will know each other. We'll have relations with each other. There'll be no procreation, which I ain't gonna lie. I have a problem with
So
that.
we'll have relations, but not the fun kind, is what you're saying.
I think the Lord knows, like, I think for me, like, it'll be better. God never takes us from something great to sub. It's always superior, okay? What that looks like, though, I have no idea. Because for me, like, I love my man. Like,
Same.
We saw that on the video of you jumping up and down like a little schoolgirl
I know.
when Pastor Tom got introduced to come out for the family
Oh,
feud. He was like,
I love
it
it.
was so cute. I noticed that.
I'm so good.
I do. I told she was busting my chops. I said I was crushing. I don't know what to tell you.
That's awesome,
crushing.
though. So when they
so
say
cute.
on earth as it is in heaven, just everything but that, we don't want that yet.
I don't know.
Celibacy
I-
and
Everything.
Fair.
everything else except no relation.
I just don't. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, there's some people that don't want to have relations with. I get that. I don't feel like that, but some people have earned the right to feel like that about who they're married to.
Yeah.
You know, I, on the other hand, don't feel like that.
Yeah.
So that part's I take issue. I do take issue. I'm gonna have to
Fair.
have a little what do they call those things?
Suggestions.
No, I want to say it's a
Petition?
tiete, but it's not a tiete. What is it? It's a
Excuse me.
no.
God bless you.
No. It's a it's a conversation.
Tete.
What is it?
A tete.
Is that for conversation?
Yeah, it's like a head to a head. It's French.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's what I was trying to say, but I couldn't think of it. That's what I'm going to do with the Lord.
There you go.
I'm going to say, can we just make a special exception for me and Tom?
Yes. Can I be
No
there
one
for that
needs to
conversation?
know. No one needs to know.
No.
We might be able to hear it. If I'm walking by your house,
You're not going to hear me.
Oh my God.
it's a possibility.
Then that's on you.
Can we go through walls? Can we go through walls?
Ooh, yeah, can
I
we
might
go-
just
what if
go
we-
right through the wall and be like, oh my God,
You're going to be like, the door was locked.
we're here.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
here.
good. That I
Maybe
promise
that's
you, that would
why.
not be good.
Maybe that's why, because there's no privacy.
Yeah, that does sound like more like health. I agree with you, Sarah. That is more like a nightmare than it
Oh,
is
man.
paradise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that part.
Okay.
I feel like we're gonna be in a state of constant euphoria, and so something like that,
Lesser.
something
on
like
our
that
mind.
is gonna be like, meh.
Yeah.
Do you
I
think
don't
We're
need
just
that.
gonna be like
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
his presence all the time, and
Yeah.
And he'll be
Vibing.
enough.
he'll be enough?
He'll be enough.
He'll be in
I
What if-
agree.
What if our body parts
certain-
aren't different? Do you think we'll have different, like we won't
our
have?
glorified bodies don't have.
Like what if our glorified bodies don't have
Oh.
areas that need areas? You know? You
But
know?
that's angels, right? Angels
Right.
don't have.
Do they have
They
areas that need areas? I'm just saying. It's just a thought.
like.
Good point.
Is there poop in heaven? That's another
Right,
question.
right.
Like, do you
Do we have
even
a-
need those parts?
We don't
Right.
need orifices.
Right. Well, you can eat, but maybe it just disintegrates. Like just you're like
Well, I know we eat.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
So, but does our
I'm
body
gonna
work the
request
same?
acai
But it's
bowls.
glorified. So
Yeah, they better have us
They will.
up in heaven.
They will, and it'll have Nutella
Very
in it.
specifically.
And
better
chocolate
have
chips.
Wingstop is what I
There's a
want up
certain
there.
kind. We don't want just any. We want heavenly.
We want the one from Mexico.
acai
We know it's
bowls.
from Mexico. That's all we know.
Right. In the white bucket.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the acai from Mexico that comes in the
Sprinkled
white bucket.
Instead
Lord.
of coconut flakes with
Oh my
manna.
gosh.
Just a little manna on the top of the acai.
Yeah. If anybody wants a good acai bowl, you got to go to Yuppie Bowl.
You gotta go to Yuppie
There
Bowl.
is
Charlotte.
in Port
Free
Charlotte.
sponsorship right here.
Yep.
Just so you know,
There-
Yuppie Bowls, if you're listening, we do take free product.
Oh my
for-
gosh, it's
for
the
spreading
best.
word.
PR package.
I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't love that.
I don't either.
it's so
like
good.
Tommy's addicted to it. Like,
It's so
I got
good.
an acai bowl in Hawaii,
and it
No,
wasn't.
nothing.
and I was like, "This is trash."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, Sarah tries them all over the place,
Yeah.
and Sarah says they ain't good.
I'm done trying them. Like, Yuppie Bowls is it.
Yuppie Bowls is it.
And we knew we knew the dealer. We found out the dealer, and somehow we lost the dealer. How is that possible? I literally am going to go sit there
lost the
all
dealer?
day long and wait for that dealer to deliver,
You, like
Yes.
like I'm
With
a
their
drug,
binoculars.
like I'm a drug
Someone
addict.
already
I
did
saw
that.
the other day when I was there, it was
Or-
like right at close time, and the guy was coming out of the building like with an empty one, and I almost like waited to see if he put it in the dumpster or something.
and take it
I'll
out.
be like dumpster diving
dumpster diving.
to find out where the acai comes from.
Listen, worth it.
Maybe I can have one of my kids
Get a job there. on
get
the
a
deal.
part-time job there.
They only let their family work there. Everybody that
I don't
works
know.
there
There was
is
a young
like
kid when I
it's
went
not-
last
yeah,
time.
it's somebody's cousin or something. They're all related. I'm
it's a
telling you, they
secret.
keep it under lock.
We can have them married off.
Okay,
Who
now you're
wants to get married to the Yuppie
Hey,
Bowl?
they're not saved. We cannot sell somebody to the devil to find out the acai.
It's a good
okay?
cause. Who
Oh my
wants to
gosh.
go? Talia?
No. I'm good.
Okay, just checking. I'm just making
It
sure.
was like 10.
If it's worth it. Oh, 10. Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Unless you want me to marry the girl.
Ooh, okay.
I'll go
I mean, if
lesbian
you're
for a little
plot twist.
Or acai.
for acai,
I might let you do that.
and then repent and be fine.
I might let you do that.
I think it's worth
Lord
it.
knows
It
my
might be
heart.
worth it.
The Lord knows your heart, Talia.
And it's the thought that counts. Yes.
It is. All
my
for the
gosh.
greater cause.
The only thing I was going to say outside, the only negative is, in my opinion, is the procreation part. Because when you go to heaven, there's no want for anything. There's no sickness, illness, and disease. I mean, if we're like the angels, like we'll have jobs to do. We'll serve the Lord. But like, there's just, obviously it says you'll never die, but like, it's endless.
That's wild.
Like, endless paradise.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever, ever, ever get the sniffles again.
Together
No
forever.
more sore throats. No more cancer.
No more cancer.
Like
nothing.
Everything. It's perfect.
I know.
So I'll give up procreation for for that.
Okay.
I will too.
Okay.
You don't have procreation. So how are you giving it up?
It's much
You can't
easier.
give up what you don't
It's
got.
much easier if you've never had it.
It's true.
All right, come
You
back
can't
to
give
me.
up what you don't have.
Come back to me.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny.
Whatever.
Circle back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll resend the question.
Okay. Thank you.
There we go.
Same time next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Next year, no.
Oh.
She's not getting married next year. We're not. I'm
Unacceptable.
not allowing that.
Oh, okay. Not a married woman.
No.
2 years.
No.
18 months.
No.
24 months.
Okay, shut up.
36.
You just be quiet over there. She's too young. She just turned 18.
She's just a baby. I know. She's just a baby.
Her mother will kill us.
I know. She would. She would murder us.
I don't know.
No, your mother would kill us.
I don't know.
Courtney,
I mean,
chime in, please.
Courtney's not
somebody
watching.
get
She's
Courtney
busy.
on the phone. Let's find
If
out.
I got married next year, my dad would probably be like, "You're stupid," but,
And he's right.
my mom probably wouldn't really go.
Would she be like glad to have more space in the house? Is that what you're saying? Like,
Maybe
No. No.
She loves Talia.
because
she does.
Yeah.
She
Don't
does
love
love
too much.
Talia.
So
That's for sure. But I think there's something to be said for, I don't know, man. People getting married
I know.
and not even knowing. Oh my gosh. It almost makes me angry with people
Yeah.
for being that stupid.
Yeah.
It really does.
I know.
And then people that when people want to get married too soon and they encourage it, and you know that they don't know each other, or they know each other but they don't know each other in a romantic way, and you encourage it, I'm like, that makes me even mad. That makes me even madder
Yeah,
too,
you gotta be
because I'm
careful.
like,
Yeah.
understand this. If that marriage goes awry, you helped that, and you made two lives very miserable, all because it was so exciting and it was so much fun. And like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, how exciting is it to see two people that are extremely miserable and then eventually have children potentially, and then the whole family is a mess.
Right.
Nobody thinks about, everybody thinks about now. They never think about future. And for me, I'm like, it's so dangerous. It is so, but it does. It makes me almost infuriated because I can think of some people right now. I know several couples that are walking into marriage, and I'm like, you guys. For me, and there's a couple of them that in your gut, you just know this is not good. This is and I barely even know some of these people.
Right.
That the Holy Spirit's so good
Oh, yeah.
that you just know this is not good. And everybody's giddy and happy over it because they don't understand the ramifications of what they're doing. They're just living in the moment.
Right.
The moment's going to go by very quickly, and you're going to be living potentially in hell.
On Earth.
On earth.
On Earth. Right.
Yeah.
People get caught up in the fun part of weddings and then forget that's
Fun part of relationships,
one-
the newness
yeah,
of a
yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
They think that that's how it's always going to be.
Right.
That is not how it's going to be.
Right.
But go ahead, what you were saying there.
Yeah, no, just that. Yeah, that you get caught up in the wedding and the buying the stuff and all the fun, the party part of it, and then nobody even invests in the actual part. What do you do? We've talked about this before. What do you do when the first fight happens? What do you do when you're both making money? What happens if the wife makes more? Nobody talks about that stuff. They're just so caught up in the party part of it.
Well, it's all the the newness of everything. You go from the newness of the dating,
Yeah.
where everything
Yeah, it's
is
always the
like
next.
the honeymoon period. Then you go to the newness of talking about, oh, I can see I can see a future with you, and then you basically go from the honeymoon dating time to like these people are getting engaged, like just a few months after they start dating. And then that's new because now we're planning a wedding. And then it's the newness of what you just said, preparing for the wedding.
Yeah, it's
and
always- I
everybody's
know.
laughing and joking around and thinking this is the best thing. You don't really know each other.
Right.
It's like my mom and my dad dated long distance. Did they know each other? Nope. They surely did not. My mom would tell you that. She's like, I really didn't know. I mean, but the difference between people back then and people today is my mom and my dad, divorce, not an option.
Right.
Even though there were moments that it was so hard but really that wasn't really ever on the table for the most part. But not today. Nowadays, divorce is just like a solution,
Right.
instead of like not an option. And so for me, it's like, it's just so serious and people take it so like frivolously.
I agree.
If you love somebody, you will not encourage them to get married too soon. Let them get to know each other and enjoy the process of getting to know each other and seeing if there is even something there instead of just falling in love because it feels so good.
Right.
Falling in love does feel good, but that doesn't mean that who you're falling in love with will be great afterwards.
Yeah.
They're in love with the idea of being in love.
Right.
That's all that it is.
And
And let's force this circle into a square peg.
Right. And it becomes
Square
a
hole.
coping mechanism. Like it's always, like you were saying, it goes from exciting to exciting to exciting. At some point, life gets kind of like
After you have the kid, because that's what happens. Now you get married,
yeah,
and there's what's the next thing to
Right.
keep that throttle
Exactly.
in
Oh,
full.
yeah.
Right.
Now let's have a kid.
right,
And then after you have the kid, and
Right.
the woman don't look like she did when you were dating her, because you didn't know her that long and you didn't know about all the things and yeah.
and then you have to buy the boat, and then like it's always
Always
like
something.
you'll see it the rest of your life,
Get
and
a
it's like
cabin in Tennessee.
exactly, and then it
At
never
least
ends.
date
Like
for like all 4 seasons.
right, and that's what we've agreed to. That's the Hope Hotline. At least all 4 seasons, right? Hope.
Season.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of you date a year,
Yep.
then you start investigating whether or not this
Yeah.
is marriage potential.
See what
Because
it does when the sun goes down.
Yeah. What is
And
he?
there's
Where's he going?
darkness for 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where's he going?
It works better
does he
not
have-
in Florida,
Does he
by
have
the way.
seasonal depression?
Yeah. What if he does? What if he's miserable in the heat, and it's so hot, and he's miserable, and you love the heat? Like you don't know any of this stuff. But I think that
or even
that's a good
jobs.
idea.
How does it get when the job is tough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
things get tight.
Yep.
Right? Is he? A
You don't know
hustler?
that.
Or
Yeah.
is he? Absolutely.
People don't know that.
I know.
I'm a hustler, baby.
And it's so funny to me because some people are like, well, I knew him for so long before we ever dated. I'm like, but you didn't know him dating.
Right. Right.
And that is
Right.
totally different than knowing somebody.
Yep.
Like some people, like my niece and nephew knew their spouses like
Yeah.
in grade school.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them knew each other. One of them knew each other in high school, and the other one knew each other. They knew each other since like kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
But when they started dating each other,
Yeah.
they didn't know each other. They just knew of each other. That's all you do. You know of somebody, but you don't know them intimately.
Right. Right.
Even if you were friends with them, being friends and being in a relationship are 2 different things.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think it's insanity.
Yeah.
And it like literally it burns me up because I only think of later on down the road and futuristically for children.
Right.
What's that going to look like? And you got the husband's family, you got the wife's family, and now you got children. So
Right.
you got it. When we make decisions, it doesn't just affect the 2 or just the one. It has a ripple effect. It affects everybody.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So like not that this would happen, but if me and Tom got divorced, it wouldn't just affect my kids. It would affect my mom, my siblings,
Yeah.
his mom, his siblings, and so on and so
Right,
forth.
right.
Like, you got to think about all of that.
Well, and even when you're in leadership, like it would affect the whole church. Like, so if you ever see yourself getting to a place of leadership, it's not just the family too. I mean, I've been through a divorce, so the
Truth.
ripple effect that it happens like in your workplace, everywhere. So it's it's not just about you.
And
Probably
if
not.
you're in ministry and you get divorced, you got to think about all the parishioners that you've sold a bill of goods to that you're not able to back and stand behind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, for me, it's just
Aside from Jesus, it's the number one decision that you'll have.
agreed.
Absolutely.
Agreed. And people take it so lightheartedly.
Right.
It feels so good.
But it's for the rest of your life.
Rest of your
rest
life.
of
And
your
if you
life.
do get divorced, if you don't think it's the rest of your life, divorce is terrible. Even for people that are just like, they make it like, oh, we'll just separate. It does something. Like it,
Oh,
it-
100%.
It's not, divorce is terrible. And that's why God literally said, I hate divorce for that
agree.
exact reason.
I agree 100%. And you know what floors me is like my sister said something to me about Tom, which was, and you know, people will say, well, this is harsh or this is mean. But it was truth what she said to me. Tom, when I started dating him, he was like 275 pounds. That's a lot. That's the biggest guy I've ever dated in my whole life.
Yeah.
Like most of the guys I dated were thin and fit or whatever. Tom was fit, but he was fat.
Big bone.
Okay.
He's a big boy.
He's not big boned. He was fat. He had a lot of muscle under fat. That's the truth. And so he started dropping all this weight, right? But he went down to 215 pounds. Super skinny. Super skinny. But my sister said to me, she's like, you better think about it because like he could get fat again. Is that going to be a problem for you? People don't even think about that.
No. That's valid.
Like, and I was like, it might be a problem. And I said that to him. I was like, listen, I think I can handle you this big, but you get any bigger than that, I don't like that. And so, and he, same for me. But most husbands and wives don't have a relationship like that.
Yeah.
If a guy says that to his wife after she has a child and she doesn't do what it takes to take the weight off and he doesn't like it,
Right.
there's going to be a problem. And the wife's going to be hurt and offended because he's not like looking at her like he used to. And because men are visual. And those are the things that men don't think of. Like you better be looking at the mom. Like if you're a person that likes a woman that's fit or likes a woman a certain way, you just better know. Like things don't always stay like that. I hope you can handle it.
Yeah.
I hope you love somebody or when you dated them long enough that there's such a strong relationship that's way more than just visual.
True.
Because a lot of times it's not.
Right.
So,
Very true.
and especially staying pure. Because if there's anything else more than, if you stay pure, at least you're friends.
Yeah.
There's a deeper friendship there. But if you don't now, it's a whole nother can of worms that you've opened that doesn't last like that either. So
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I got 17 minutes and I got a sponsor to sponsor.
So we're definitely not husband and wife in heaven.
We're definitely not
Okay.
husband and wife in
Okay.
heaven.
All right.
Are you sad?
It's pretty disappointing. That's a long time to be alive forever and ever and
With
ever
no husband and wife?
and ever, and that's it. Like that part of your life is done. Not to bring it down on a sad note, but just
Good job,
it's just
Tracy.
it's just weird.
No,
it's so weird. to
it's
think
so
about.
weird to think that you'll never.
Bride of Christ, and maybe we just don't have our parts. Okay, sponsor time.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's
Don't-
got to be better.
It has to be. That's what I know. When you said that, I'm like, that's what I think is.
It has
he
to
would
be better.
never take away something that
He never makes
is
less.
good. Right.
He always makes better.
right.
Always.
It's just
Even in this
complicated.
lifetime.
It's just our brains can't comprehend that, which also makes sense. Like I can.
But if you think about that, I mean,
Okay.
I thought about this too. Now that we won't only answer a couple questions, but if you think about this, like some people have remarried, like solid believers, like have remarried. I'll give you an example. Like Dodie Osteen's remarried, right?
Yep.
So, from what I understand, she's remarried. Look that up and make sure I'm correct, but I'm almost 100% positive. Well, she was married to John Osteen. Great man. But if she's remarried, like, who's she gonna, like, how's that gonna work for her? Who does she pick to be married to? Like, that's why it can't be that you're married.
Oh, wait. I see what you're saying. Like, if somebody died and then they were remarried?
Yeah. Like, who would you end up with? It don't work like that.
No, absolutely. When Jesus said that, I was like, yeah, fair. It makes, obviously.
Like, even if that woman had to keep remarrying, like, it's just an example. Like, the Pharisees were using, like, an example. It wasn't a true fact about this woman. But in that instance, she married the first man, and women were commodities then. They really weren't people who, like, they were owned. They really weren't loved. And maybe through time they were loved, but, like, today, though, it's a whole different thing. Do you see it where she's married?
I don't. And
I saw that
it's not saying either or.
It's not saying, because I just read something about her, and it talked about, it sounded like this man, I was reading something that she was talking about, and she referenced him, and she referenced him as if it was her husband.
Okay. Yeah, it's not.
And I was like, oh, I didn't know she got married. But maybe I'm wrong about that. That's why I was like,
I thought she did
for me.
too. I did, but
You did think that too?
I did.
She kept her last name. She didn't change it, or it's a hyphen. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I could swear she did.
I'm looking. I'm still looking. She's definitely alive and well. So.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, it just says together with her late husband of 44 years. It doesn't say remarried.
But we'll just use that as an example,
Right,
though.
right.
What do you do, though?
What do you
Who
do?
do you pick?
Right. There's a lot of time in heaven. Maybe you have both.
Whoa.
I don't know.
I don't either. No, Jesus said no, so it's a no. But
It's
it's
a
just
no.
weird. It's just weird to think about. But obviously, it has to be better. It's just a weird concept.
It is.
Just like living forever is the weird. Like I can't even. My brain hurts when I think about
I know.
like there's no end,
There's no end, and you don't grow old.
and there's no end,
Like, you don't grow old.
It's the no end. Like,
and there's no end. Me too.
It's the no end.
It like makes me like feel like
And then you sit there and go, well, if there's no end,
no end.
when you die, are you what you look like when you died, or do you revert back to a certain age?
Right.
Like, what is it?
Right. What is
30.
it? Yeah,
You say 30?
I say 30.
Yeah, that's
Was that
that's what I've
the
heard
best
too.
age ever? You've heard 30?
I've heard like in your 30s, like Jesus. He was in his 30s.
But
But that's not.
interesting.
Is that?
I mean, there's no fact about
No.
that, but that's interesting.
it is.
That thought process behind
Yeah.
that.
And like,
That's 30 is when I had my last baby, and I was like rocking at life.
okay. Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah. 30 is a good
My
age.
40s are better, but I feel like
I love
30s.
40s.
Oh, that makes
I
me
love
feel
them
bad.
all.
I wouldn't know. I'm so young.
I'm telling you, like the 40s, I was telling Megalis and Adalis this. I'm like, because they're about to zoom right into them. But I was
Yeah.
like, it's the best,
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
I'm
Oh
excited
my
for
gosh, man. They're,
I'm waving at 40 right now.
40
Me
is
too.
freedom.
It's like right
you,
there.
You are free in 40. Like, I was telling them there was this book called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Do you guys remember that book? Don't Sweat the Small Stuff? I swear it must have been somebody who just like crusted right over into the 40s that wrote Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, because that's where you learn, like, it don't matter. It's
Yeah.
all good. Everything that you worried about before then, you realize that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why was I worried about that? Or why did everything always works out? It's all good.
Yeah.
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 But I don't know. Like 40s was freeing for me, and
That's
50s have been phenomenal.
Did you say freeing?
40s were freeing.
That's what Natalie said. She just
Really?
typed in the chat.
Aw.
My 40s have been freeing.
Aw.
They are, man.
Yeah.
They really are. 50s, phenomenal. Like,
That's
I've
exciting.
loved being in my 50s. I wasn't sad turning 50. I was like celebrating 50.
That's
I thought it
awesome.
was awesome. Like, I was so happy to be turning 50.
Yeah.
But they've been the best.
It's exciting.
So good. So good. But I think it's all in how you look at it.
It is.
and,
It's your
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a
Age
total
is just
mindset.
a number.
Age
It
is
really
just-
is,
Especially
though.
when you're living to 120. I mean, you're a baby.
I'm not living to 120 though.
Yes, you
I have
are.
absolutely no
There's
desire.
so much to do, Hope.
I don't really want to live to 120 either.
What is
I'm
going on
in
with
my
you two?
90s, surrounded by grandchildren and great grandchildren, and my,
I'll talk to you then.
Then I go to just take a
120.
little nap.
120, baby.
Yeah.
You guys already have a plan though about with
We
the
do.
boat and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we do. And now I have like another plan. So, I mean, Tommy's coming up with all these ideas. I'm here for it all.
I'll watch from above.
I don't know. Will we make it that long? I don't know if Jesus will tarry
I know.
that
That's true.
long.
No, that's true.
you're right.
You are I'm
Well,
okay with that
if
too.
if he doesn't come back, I still
Yes.
am fine with in my late 90s, like 99. Take me, Lord.
But what if
I
you're
don't
still
care.
at the gym, like lifting, and you're like doing great at 99?
But,
119.
but I don't care about that stuff because
I'd like
for
to
me,
weigh
like,
119. I don't think I ever have.
21. I want to go over 120.
121. She wants to break the Bible. When she wants to go unbiblical.
I love when Pastor Tom's like, "You just climb a mountain."
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
gonna climb a mountain at 120.
Yeah.
that's what
And
his
then you
intentions
just-
are.
Switch off.
And I bet he will, because he has spoken that so much.
Not if he keeps eating all those peanut M&Ms.
No, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even care.
I have to go to Costco and get him another container of them tomorrow. I might do it tonight.
You can eat poison, okay?
True
Yeah,
that.
you can eat
Not on
anything
purpose.
deadly.
I don't want to get into this conversation right now.
You can eat. That doesn't say
She's
in the
very
Bible.
happy. She just said to
In the
not say
Bible?
you both. Don't take her down this wormhole where she
Yeah.
gets
Me
ticked
down.
off.
I'm sorry.
But
All
that's
you're gonna
just
do is
Bible.
make her mad. Let's not make Sarah mad. She's happy. It's Happy Friday.
I did bring it up.
I know.
What a jerk I am.
Her kids have to ride home with her. Let's make her happy.
I'm not the problem on the ride home, I'm sure. Mom, I need this, or Mom, I need that. Oh, I forget they're sitting right here listening to me. Love you guys.
Cuties.
La di da.
They are little cuties. Look
They
at them.
are.
They can't.
They
No,
can't
look
nobody
at 'em.
can look at them.
Just kidding. I'll post
Everything's-
a picture. Follow me on Facebook. I'll post a picture.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sponsor time. We have 8 minutes left. I am going to do that one last question.
Yeah,
So,
perfect.
okay. Ah, my ear is killing me. Let's do Laura Keller and the Real Estate Appraisal Associates of Southwest Florida. I swear to you, I'm becoming an auctioneer.
You are.
I can.
You do this fast.
I
it's
do this fast
impressive.
because I
appreciate
got.
that.
I want to get in all this information.
So
I want
much.
to do her right because
Yeah.
I'm just telling you guys,
She's the
like
best.
she's the best, but it is such an important topic. It really is. Lots of people do not get it. Like it is the biggest purchase you'll ever make in your life, and the biggest money maker you will sell in your life. It is the most money that you can make on almost anything ever. And to not take it seriously and to not do it correctly is like, you're crazy. Like to spend a little bit of money to get the highest and best value is nuts. So Laura has been in business since 2005. She is a Florida State Certified Residential Appraiser and has been for 24 years with 3 locations, Lakewood Ranch, Port Charlotte, and Tampa. She can assist anyone almost anywhere. She is one of the most trusted appraisal companies in Southwest Florida and has done approximately 10,000 appraisals and are approved by over 300 banks, lenders, and government entities all over the United States. Her company does appraisals for just about anything, or just about everything. Residential properties up to 4 units. They work with FEMA using the 50% rule, settling estates, probate situations, inherited properties where the heir or heirs are not local and need the appraisal for their attorney, step-up and basis appraisals for capital gain taxes, and they also provide assistance in selling properties. So if you give her a call, tell her that the Hope Hotline gave you her information, and you will get a $50 discount. Then we have Hanson Automotive. They've been in business for 7 years, and he will do right by you. I call him for everything. Everyone in the Peanut Gallery calls him.
Correct.
He does right by us every single time. And I mean, you can't please everybody all the time. That's the truth. But if you can hit it out of the park almost 99% of the time, you are doing phenomenally.
Amen.
So for that, Hanson Automotive, they can do everything from oil changes to new tires to ACs to anything with the engine that you can buy. I mean, literally, I call him up and I say, my car is making a pa-ding, pa-ding, pa-ding sound. And he's like, oh, that's this.
I know.
Bring it in. Okay. So if you want somebody honest, has integrity and great character, and will do right by you, give him a call. You will not be disappointed for sure.
Amen. He is. He's great.
He is phenomenal. Both people. Listen, again, nobody is perfect. Nobody's perfect, and no one gets it right every single time. It's not possible. But if they do it most of the time right, and they are willing to fix what they do wrong,
Exactly.
then that speaks volumes,
Yeah.
because most people don't do that. And both of these people, Laura and Nick, are top-notch quality people. And if you take issue, I'm sure that they'll do whatever they can to make it right, because that's
Yeah.
the kind of people they are.
Sure thing. Yep.
That's why I support them. And I don't listen. I will allow sponsors, but I also am pretty picky. So,
Yeah.
all right. Here's the last question. We have 5 minutes for this last question, and I'm skipping a bunch of them
Okay.
to get to this one
Perfect.
because we have pictures.
Yes, we do.
Says, this one says, I think cats make better companions than dogs. I don't know who this is, but you obviously, maybe you never had a dog. I don't know, because you know where my opinion's going to go. I've had cats and dogs. I've had more cats than I've had dogs,
Oh, okay.
by a lot. What do you think? What do you and the Peanut Gallery think? Okay, so for me personally, I am a dog person. I love my cats. My cats have slept with me. They are very affectionate towards me. And they're not like, a lot of cats are very independent and they want nothing to do with you. I've had cats like that. And those cats, I was fine that they were like that because I really didn't like them very much. So it didn't bother me. But then I have the ones that are like,
Yeah.
I don't know how Heather does it, but every single cat Heather picks is like top quality cat. Heather has never had a cat that was an independent and wanted nothing to do with you cat.
Wow.
They've always been loving and affectionate, and that's male and female.
Wow.
I don't know how she does it. Tom's like, I'm going to have Heather pick out all her cats from now on
Seriously.
because she's got the knack. Now we've had some crappers. We've had some ones that like duds, but the ones that were great, they were great.
Yeah.
But dogs, man, they're always great. There we go. That's my dog,
I took
Adamar.
this.
You took that?
That's Talia's.
Yeah, that's when he came into the office. That's him right there too,
Yeah.
Adamar. He's
Hey,
just
sweetie.
the sweetest and the most like loving and affectionate dog. But our girl dog, Neela, she was too. She was a
Yeah.
little bit of a snob, but she's super loving and
Addie's way more like loving than her.
Very
like, Neela
affectionate.
wouldn't let you like lay on her, but like Addie will.
Addie
like,
will.
Neela had to love you first.
Oh
for
yeah,
you to-
100%.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm a dog lover.
Yeah.
So I'm in the dog. I say dog. What do you say, Tracy?
I'm annoyed with both of my animals right now. So
You just got a new dog.
I know, and he's being bratty, or she's being bratty. See, and I can't even remember which one's which because I'm so used to having a boy dog. I've messed this whole thing up. So this is my cat.
I think girl dogs are way easier than male dogs.
Yeah.
Do
Girl
you think,
dogs?
You think girl dogs are easier than male dogs? Are harder than male dogs?
I don't know. I'm just annoyed with both of them right now.
Okay.
My cat needs to be neutered and is peeing everywhere.
Oh, gross.
Including Natalie. By the way, I need new papers because if you had a cat, he smelt it and he peed all over your papers. So I need new papers. And then this is
Is that
my-
a girl cat or a male
No,
dog?
that's a male. That's a male.
That's the reason why. And he will spray from now
I'm
on.
like going to
Marking his territory.
That's what I
murder
told
him.
you, Tal. Did I not tell you, Tal?
murdering him. Okay, and this is my sweet little puppy that's also bratty and just keeps pooping, and so that's fun.
Oh my gosh,
It's
look
like
at her.
look how cute she is. Also annoyed with her.
What's
but
their names?
Daisy
Is the dog.
is the dog, and then this one is Teddy, Theodore Roosevelt,
Oh
and we call
my
him
gosh.
Teddy. So yeah, those are my bratty animals right now. Both of them are very they're not even a year old, neither one of them. So I'm giving them a break because like Fred, I loved Fred, but I'm not like a
Yeah, but I mean,
crazy animal like they're animals and I love them.
I don't care.
Same.
I hate my house without animals, but I also they're animals.
Tracy,
Like I can put them in a daycare.
You can barely. You're
Like-
you care more about your animals, I think, than you think because
You
you
know-
can even talk about Fred.
No, I know. Oh, 100%. Like when they die, it's the most terrible thing in the entire world. Like I
Yeah,
was so
like-
sad. But also, like, I'm okay putting them in a daycare. I'm okay, like,
Oh, yeah, and that's
I
not
don't.
gonna
I'm
happen
okay
in
being
my
away
house.
from them. Like, yeah, I miss them, but like, I'm all, like,
yeah.
I can just separate it for some reason. You guys you love your animals,
Yeah,
and I love that for you.
I can't do that.
Did you see her comment?
Oh no, Natalie.
Natalie's the animal clinic in Hendry.
Well, I don't even. Yeah,
Will neuter
I just
full
need it
time.
done ASAP. So Natalie,
Make
can
an
that be done
appointment
ASAP? I tried calling somebody. They said 2 to 4 weeks. I was like, that's not going to work for me, bro.
Well, I mean, if that's all you can get, then you better make that
No,
appointment.
no,
for
I'm
2 to
gonna
4
find.
weeks.
I'm gonna find somebody. Listen,
That's crazy.
I'll get it done.
But once they start
Humane Society.
peeing and spraying,
I know I'm cleaning everything like a psycho. Like
it's
everything.
not possible.
Wow.
They spray. That's what I've heard, and that's what I've seen personally.
So my neighbor did say that, but she said once they were neutered, but I don't know how quickly she did it. But once he was neutered, she said he was fine afterwards. So in Jesus' name, if my neighbor can have that favor,
Yes.
in Jesus' name, I'm getting that favor.
It's going to have to be a miracle.
and it will be.
Yeah. Okay, so you're not you don't like either. You're not a
right
fan
now.
of either.
Not right now. I would if somebody likes them. Like this is the. I'll take a small fee if anybody would like one of my animals. I'm just kidding. They're really great. Please, somebody. No, I'm just joking. I love
So
my animals.
You're
but
not a dog or a cat person then.
not today.
Okay.
After what I woke up to. Yeah, not today.
Okay.
No, because I like them both, but I also am mad at both of them. So.
So you'd rather have a donkey.
Oh, a horse. Oh, I have a horse. I forgot.
That's true. But
do
this
have
is
a
a dog
horse.
or a cat, people. But,
I know. Okay.
But so we're just gonna go with the horse for now.
Yeah, I'm switching to Delilah. I'm happy with her right now.
Okay.
And then this is Talia.
Aw.
Baby.
Talk
So-
about this, Tal.
So he was originally a he, but now
They just found
He is
out
a she.
yesterday.
Are you serious?
They just found out yesterday that
she's a girl.
Oh.
You have a
Because
transgender cat?
we bought him when he was literally like a week old. So they didn't really know the gender.
they were guessing.
They were guessing.
Wow.
So they were wrong. It is a girl.
Okay, I like
And
girls.
this is a Maine Coon.
The Maine,
So
I
she will
know.
get very big, and she has 6 toes. So
Yes.
she's a poly, so she's got an extra finger.
I love those though.
I don't have a
know.
name, so if you have any name recommendations, please put them in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
struggling.
Some girl names now.
Struggling. Yeah, some
Yeah.
names.
Okay.
So you're a cat person
I
then?
am a cat person.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Vanessa. Aw.
Who's that?
That's Bailey.
That's Bailey. She's our special needs. dog. She's also the alpha. So
Wow.
Know her, you know she's actually special.
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
She's sweet. We love her.
Okay.
And then I've got
Next.
Perdita.
Perdita.
And she still needs to be delivered from her anxiety.
And
And then we've got Kit Kat,
Kit Kat.
look at that
Who-
head.
who does not have a great ratio, like head to body ratio.
I wonder why. I wonder why, Vanessa.
Look how cute.
Aw.
I know.
I
That
need
is
to do that
precious.
this year. I'm doing that.
Okay.
She's a little bottom heavy,
I
but we don't
Hold on.
shame her. We
Look
love
at
her.
Look at her.
Oh.
I love this picture so much. This will be-
Hey, that looks like my memers. My memers would look
Really?
just like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Misty.
I love that.
She was the same color, and she's a little chunky monkey herself.
Yes.
Memers was.
Does she have a little head?
She had a well. She didn't have. She didn't have the weight issue
Okay. That's a nice
that
way to say it.
Vanessa's cat has.
Yeah.
But my girl still had a little junk in the trunk.
Okay.
So
Okay. That's
She
going to
was-
be Vanessa's new
still
profile.
has something going on.
Contact picture.
yeah, that girl needs to go on a diet.
You know what?
But you don't shame. So what
There's no
else?
She's fat and happy. Like her mama.
Vanessa.
Oh my
Please.
gosh. Yeah, no kidding.
And at this point, I'm both. I'm a dog lover. I'm
I
a
hear
cat
you.
lover. That little cat right there, she wasn't planned. Jeff ran her over one day
Oh,
as a
my gosh.
kitten.
yeah.
And he was like, any cat that can survive that has my respect. And
Yep.
so we brought her in.
Yeah.
And she's the sweetest little thing.
She is.
I love her.
She needs to stay inside because she's going to be somebody, like somebody's going to eye that and go, that's a nice little treat.
Yeah. No, she loves going outside. She's a gangster.
She's an outside, inside cat. She's potty trained. She goes out with the dogs. I don't have a litter box.
Oh, seriously.
I
That might
don't.
make me a
She's
cat
perfect.
person.
She's absolutely perfect.
She is.
She's my sweet little thing.
Not my cats.
I think we're training mine to go in the toilet.
Oh,
That's the smartest thing you could ever do.
So
You go, girl.
you go, girl.
Okay, Sarah.
Well, apparently my personal assistant chose for me.
Yes.
Tempest, who is actually now taking a nap on the couch in the podcast room.
And
She said,
Cole.
I got you, Mom. I got you. I'll send it. So I don't even know. What are we looking at here?
There's a cat. It's your cat upside
yeah.
down.
So we actually have 4 cats.
Oh.
We have 2 cats
Wow.
that are outside all the time.
Oh.
And that's because we had just 2 cats. And then we got a dog. And the cats were like, bye.
Oh.
They were like indoor, outdoor
Yeah.
already. And now they're just outdoor. But after those cats went outside to live permanently, of course we needed more. So now we have 2 cats that are purely indoors and 2 cats that are only outdoors and a very dumb dog.
Are you a dog or cat person?
Cats 100%.
Wow.
Interesting.
I
But
just
like-
can't.
Like when it
don't
gets
know.
cold outside, how do you get them cats inside?
We don't.
They don't want to come in?
No, they're fine. You know all this rain that we've been having and the wind and everything?
Yeah.
One of them was just like curled up in the corner, like just chilling. I'm like, do we bring them inside? What do we do?
Yeah.
They're like, no, get away from me, woman. We got this.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
They've
man.
changed too. Like their bodies have gotten different and they're like
All the
hunt
mice.
and stuff. So
Wow.
my hopes, my dreams is that they like keep things out of the garden. There's not much growing in there right now, but you know, like rabbits and things, they'll get them before
Yeah.
rabbits get 'em. But I feel more affinity towards cats because I get like the whole just mind your own business thing. Like I don't feel like I'm getting there. There's
Very independent.
not like a pack person, you know,
Yeah.
like I need
Whatever.
to be around people, but that's
Yeah, I don't believe
changing.
that.
That doesn't
That
change
is
my
changing.
that doesn't change my opinion.
Who you are.
I think you
Cat
can
or
be
dog.
both because I feel like I love being around people. I was just talking to Tom about this, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. I mean, I am definitely a people person.
Yeah.
I love being being with people, but I feel like this sounds terrible, but I feel like I'm at my best when I'm alone.
Well, yeah.
I feel like
I feel that.
I'm like I can conquer the daggum world.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when I'm alone and I'm like with my own thoughts and like trying to do things, I'm
Yeah.
like, let's get in there, let's do this. Kind of. I don't know. I
feel
can
that.
I can do. I'm totally fine with people or without people. I love being with people, but I love being by myself. I mean, being by myself does not bother me a
Yeah.
bit. I thrive in that environment.
Yeah.
Some people can't be by
You
themselves at all.
actually described me.
What is that?
You actually described me.
Yeah. I think it's good to be being, I
It
think it's
is.
good. I don't think it's horrible if you can't be both. That's not what I'm saying is, but I think it's really good if in both, if life takes you both ways,
Right.
that you can acclimate and you can
Yes.
get the job done and you're happy in both scenarios.
Correct. Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to be eating by myself. I'm not going to a restaurant,
Oh no.
sitting by myself and
Yeah.
eating.
That's embarrassing.
Not happening.
Definitely done that.
Everybody
multiple
looks
times.
at you and they're like, "Oh, poor you." That's
done
why
like
I don't want to
fast
do it because they feel bad for you. And I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"You really don't need to feel bad for me. I actually like this." But because too many eyes are on you and they're like feeling like, "Oh,
That's
she
so
doesn't have no
sad. I
friends. Look at
know.
her."
Yeah, they're
And I'm
totally
like,
judging you.
I really like it this
Like a
way.
book or
Well,
like
I put a video on.
Or this thing.
I've done fast food by myself,
what I
but
did
not
the
like a
video
sit
on.
down restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, like when I see people eating by themselves, I'm like, "You go." Like that,
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, they're probably
Confidence.
loving
Yeah.
every
I
minute
know.
of this quiet.
I know.
But everybody else is going,
I'm gonna buy her dinner.
Yeah.
Oh.
hey, listen, you can do that for me. If I eat by myself,
I was
I
gonna
eat
say,
dinner all day
Where
long.
are you eating?
Fine with that.
For sure.
Because we've
But
done that. We've seen like someone
Oh,
like
really?
sitting by themselves like at Prime,
Yeah.
I've done it too,
and we'd be
though.
like, "We'll take her."
Yeah.
Aw,
I bought
that's
people
so
But then
that are
she
by
like
themselves
ordered the
dinner.
most expensive thing.
No.
Of course.
Poor Sarah.
I think it was me.
Sarah's eating Vanessa's hair right now.
Oh, are you?
It smells really good.
It's clean. I washed it today.
Yeah, I've bought people's dinner that were by themselves.
Yeah. I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
But
Even though
I-
they're probably content.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me a bit. I love it. But I won't eat by myself because I don't want pity. I feel like people pity you.
Yeah.
You eat by yourself? You go to restaurants by yourself, Sarah?
Oh yeah, and I don't care. Like what? They don't. If they look at me, it's for a second, and then they're back at their phones or whatever they're
True.
doing.
It is true.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like dinner by
I
yourself?
love being alone.
I like it. It doesn't bother me a bit.
Mom says she ate at Cracker Barrel by herself and no one offered to buy her meal. Very disappointed.
If I was there, Kim, I would have bought your
See,
meal.
you need a Vanessa
You
in your
didn't look
life.
pathetic enough, Kim. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
You got to look pathetic.
You gotta look yeah.
Should do a social experiment.
We
See if
should.
we can like get
Look.
people to buy
Okay.
our
Hope.
meals just by like
Go
how
to dinner
sad
by
we look.
yourself. Let us know.
You know what you could do? We'll film it.
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
Film it and see what
Yes.
happens.
Okay.
We'll look pathetic. We'll do one pathetic
What-
and one like
oh.
we're the happiest thing on the face of the earth.
Toby,
Yes.
you've got cameras and stuff for WMTV. You can be our
Social
camera person.
experiment.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love social experiments.
experiment.
Yes. And then we pay them back.
Yeah.
Double it.
Oh, yeah.
For people who bought my meal,
Yeah.
you pay me back.
Yeah.
Double it.
And then we invite them to church and they get saved and delivered.
It's our new. Hey, listen.
It's our new
Saturday,
ministry.
soul winning is canceled. We got a new plan. This is how we're rolling from now on.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
kidding.
Scratch the soul winning. We're going out to dinner.
Social experiment. Oh my
I'm in.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Kristen's watching. She said she used to go out to eat by herself all the time in LA, but she was single and trying to catch a man. So
That's smart.
that was smart.
Now, is that how she caught? Is that how you caught
yeah,
Lee? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, is that
You mean Gavin?
Gavin?
Oh, that Kristen? I thought you meant.
yeah, Kristen.
Oh,
sorry,
LA,
I should have
that's
said.
right. She did live in LA. I thought you meant Kristen Benz
I
because she
know.
watched
Yeah,
it.
of course.
So
right.
Kristen ate.
Yeah.
Ask her.
Yeah, is that how you got Gavin
Yeah, how'd you get Gavin then?
out to dinner?
No, So she actually told us the story the other night. Was like Gavin like hit on her 1st
Uh-huh.
and she was like, because Gavin was like really skinny and like had like,
Thanks.
A bowl cut?
yeah, like it was so funny.
That won't work for that girl.
And she was like, I'm good. No. And then like a few years later, she ended up hitting on him at a gym, not knowing it was him.
What?
And then
No
And then he
way.
turned around and she was like, I know you.
Oh
and, like,
my
it's- yeah.
gosh.
He's like, yeah, you do, girl.
Yeah, you do.
I
we
felt the
call
same
the
way
glow
about
up.
Tom. I did. I felt the same way about Tom.
That's so
Somehow,
funny.
life has a way of turning things around.
That's
Yeah,
there it is.
If they just change ever so slightly, they might be a little bit more attractive.
Jeff had a bald head and a chiba
Bald head?
down to here.
He has a full head of hair.
I know he.
Why
that
did
was
he
cool.
shave
No,
it?
that was cool. You
was
shaved your
cool
head
back
back in the
then.
day. Yeah.
Bald head.
Yeah.
A
Vin
Listen,
Diesel.
I was back in the day.
Diesel. No,
and
it
I
was- you
don't
were a
know
little
of
bit
anybody
older.
who thought it was
Like
cool.
you-
Didn't live in New
2000s.
York.
Yeah.
Was it a taper cut or was it
No.
shaved
No.
completely?
Took a razor to his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shaved it.
Yes.
And a chiba down to here that he gelled. Chiba? Or chiba.
Like a
Like
goatee.
almost like what Pastor Tom has, but like
Longer.
longer, and then he gelled it. Oh my gosh. And I looked at him and I was like,
With the shaved head?
yeah.
Yeah. Vin Diesel vibes.
I think I have a picture of him.
I was going to find it.
I'm sorry. I don't remember. And when you lived in New York, I lived in DC, and the same things that were happening there
Early
was happening
2000s,
here.
like 2003.
You were having
Didn't
babies.
matter if it was
You
actually
were having
really
babies.
cool.
Oh, I wasn't
Vanessa
in
liked
DC
it,
anymore.
So that's all
Forget
that
that.
matters.
I was here. I was having babies.
You were
You're
having
right.
babies. You had Norma.
I don't remember.
Oh my.
I don't remember that, but it was after my time. Are you gonna
I
show
was
pictures?
I was seeing if they could find it. I was gonna be prepared just in
I'm
case.
finding it.
Interesting.
2.5 seconds.
Yep. Kristen said, "Oh yeah, I needed to claim him before anyone else did when I met him the second time years later." So she got on it.
Best thing ever.
So
They
we
say,
did.
hey, I'm going to do this next question while she finds that
Okay.
picture really fast.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know how many minutes over.
It's okay. We're good.
13, but you're going to go.
13?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's nothing.
This is a quickie.
Okay.
Quickie question.
Yeah. Okay. Switch it back to you. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
Quickie question. This person says, I love, in all caps, love, pineapple on my pizza. What's your favorite toppings? So I'm going to give my favorite toppings,
Okay.
and then you give your favorite toppings. Me, I'm a cheese-only person, although I've thrown up twice since I've eaten pizza. So pizza's off my menu for a while because pizzas taste terrible coming back up.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Yes.
I'm not doing it. I'm not up for that. It was pizza and wings. Not up for that for a while. So my favorite thing is just plain cheese.
Okay.
But my next favorite thing is plain cheese with vegetables. Green peppers, no onions, olives, black olives, no mushrooms, like with what's those peppers? Banana peppers.
Oh, I love banana peppers.
Oh, that's my jam.
love
That's
banana
what I
peppers.
want. Okay, now while you're doing that, put
Yeah,
a peanut
yeah.
gallery
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
so they can give theirs. And
Yeah,
can
Sarah-
you give yours,
Sorry,
Sarah? You start, and then we'll
What
work
was the
our way
question
down.
again?
What you want on your pizza?
I love pineapple on my pizza. What's your favorite toppings?
I do also enjoy pineapple, like a pineapple and ham.
Like a Hawaiian?
Yep.
pizza?
Or I like a white pizza.
Oh, white
spinach.
pizzas are good. That's true. That's true. I like white pizza, but I prefer just cheese and veggies. What's yours, Vanessa?
My favorite it's called a grandma slice or like a margarita.
Where do you
Where
get
it's-
that?
Oh, yeah,
Back in
margarita.
Brooklyn.
Oh, back in Brooklyn. Okay.
But just sauce and cheese.
Red sauce.
Red sauce and cheese and a little bit of basil. I mean, if you can make that good, then that's a real good slice of pizza.
Which in New York, just a cheese
Yes.
slice of cheese
Some
pizza.
sauce and some basil.
Yeah.
So good. It is good.
Okay. There's two. One is instead of the tomato sauce, me and my dad do barbecue sauce.
Oh,
And
that's
then
interesting.
Pineapple and ham.
The New Yorker is
and
losing her.
then
Pineapple with
Stop over
barbecue?
here.
pineapple and ham.
Oh,
on top
pineapple. With barbecue?
as the sauce. Yeah.
Wow.
That doesn't
So
sound good.
And the stuffed crust, it's so good.
Okay.
Wow.
And then just like pepperoni or pepperoni with banana peppers. Yeah.
I love banana peppers.
No, they're so good. I
Okay.
always get them on my sub.
Trace?
I also love pineapple, and I don't love ham with it. I feel like it's just too much. But but I also love cheese, so I'll either go cheese or pineapple. And I do love a ton of veggies on it too, depending on like where it's coming from. Like a real pizza place,
Right.
I'll take all the veggies. But I don't love meat on it.
I'm not a big meat person
Okay.
either. On
Because I do
mine,
like
but I
meat,
love
but just not
veggies
on-
on my pizza.
Yeah,
And I am hungry right now.
yeah, I am too. Pizza?
It's making me want to have pizza. And
By yourself?
I don't know about that. Oh, by myself?
By yourself?
That's definitely an inroad.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't have a problem with that.
I
So,
know.
okay. Oh,
That's his sister, by the way.
look at that bald head.
That's our Jeff.
That's like a Fu
with his
Manchu.
sister. Yeah,
His Chiba wasn't as long back then.
but that is a shaved head. That's like a bicked shaved head.
He took
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
razor.
yeah.
Clean.
that's him.
Mr. Clean.
Look at Hope's face.
I'm in shock. Like, why, if you have a whole head of hair, and he's got great
I know,
hair.
he's got great hair.
No,
Like-
that was cool, Hope. You were having babies. You didn't know. You didn't know the Vin Diesel vibe. Everybody wanted to be Vin Diesel. I know. I know.
Ooh, I think
Yes.
it was during
Yes, all my boyfriends
Fast
had
and
shaved heads.
Furious.
Yes, it was. That was 2000s. Yeah, everybody
Yes,
shaved their head.
That's why when I saw him, I was like,
Yeah,
let's go.
Vin Diesel.
Oh, my
Where's your
God.
car?
Said it like that, so I feel like-
Where's his car?
Where's
He
his
didn't
car?
have one.
Yeah, he didn't have a car.
He's
did
like
he?
Tom.
We had a Metro card.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
gosh.
Okay, but here's the thing. You lived in New York.
Right, that's cool, too.
kind of normal.
I
Yeah.
mean, it
I
is.
lived in Florida, and walking wasn't fun.
Yeah.
No.
There's no public transportation around here.
Oh
So
my gosh.
it was my mic keeps. Oh, it's because I'm sitting on my thing.
Oh, okay. You're good.
I don't know what's going on. My thing is walking, especially in the summer, is definitely out. So Tom had no car, so we rode in mine everywhere we went. Even when he dumped me,
Oh my gosh.
we rode in mine.
Even when, oh, those
That's
stories.
interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
That's very interesting.
Yes, that is
Bless you for even
something.
doing that.
Yeah.
What is that?
God bless you for even doing that.
Yeah.
God knew.
I know.
God knew the future.
I'm like, you need to walk.
I should have, because he made me ride by myself. Stop that car, like Chandler and Joey on
Oh my
Friends.
gosh.
Get out.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Get out.
Oh, it's fun.
I'm just too big of a person for that.
I know. Look at you.
When they go low, I go high, people.
Yes, you do.
Aw.
That's how I roll.
All day.
All right, we're going to see you on Sunday, 3-day weekend. We're going to rock it this weekend.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but we're going to do it.
Okay.
Right?
Rock it. Rock it.
We're going to rock it. And we'll see you Sunday. And thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Real talk.